Hello and welcome. I'm Andreas. I work as a trainer and consultant primarily for C++. And I'm also the creator of C++ Insights. And this is also the tool I like to talk about in this series. In this episode, I will explain what C++ Insights is and give you a little introduction in where you can find it and how you can easily use it. So in today's episode, I like to talk about C++ 17. It's C++ 20 time again today. I like to talk about lambdas in C++ 20 and where they are improved. And this enables some certain use cases that I think are really beneficial for lambdas. So assume I have the following. I have a structure book which stores a title and a ISBN number, and I have a different structure price which stores an amount as a floating point number. And below here I'm creating two books, effective C++ with the title and the ISBN number, and another book called functional programming in C++, once again with the ISBN number. And then I create two prices, normal and reduced. You can see them here. Currency we ignore for now, doesn't matter. And I jump over this line, and what I want to do is I have a map that maps a book to a price. So I have effective C++, which comes with a reduced price, and functional programming in C++, which comes with a normal price. Okay, so that should be the mapping. But now, since I don't have regular types like integers in there, the map needs a comparison function to know what to compare. And in our case, we want our map to be sortable by ISBN numbers. So that means I have to come up with a compare function, and I use a lambda here because it's a more or less local thing. And that lambda takes a book for its parameter a and b by const reference, and then it checks whether the ISBN number of A or B is greater and returns this result. And that one I like. And then I say for my stud map, here is a custom comparison operation. And now I have to say decal type of CMP, of my compare lambda. Now that's something that I start to not like, because I declared it above and now I'm using it below here. Not okay, but well, let's say it's fine. But what really makes it hard for me is line 33, because these are the initializers for the stud map. That makes sense. But now I have to pass in the third one, and that's the comparison function itself. So the first parameter in the template parameter set of my stud map, that's only the type of this comparison function, which comes down to a function pointer taking two books as arguments. And then I have to be specific which one I mean below here. Makes sense for the language, but adds a lot of duplication here, and I can make mistakes and errors. And I want my code to be less open for that, and then down and precise and short. It can transform that, but nothing special happens here. I think you already saw previous episodes, so lambda is created here, that's fine. Comparison function is part of that lambda, that's also fine. And then we can see here, where is it? My stud map is of course aside of book and price also taking in the lambda. Oh, that's okay. But in C++ 20 we can do better. So this is here is the C++ 20 version. We can see it's still book and price, nothing changed here, same books, same prices. Stud map. Slightly different, what you might miss here is my comparison lambda or function, which I had here in line 23. I can now have Captureless lambdas in unevaluated contexts. And that means I can decal type from a non-capturing lambda. And my lambda previously wasn't capturing. It was just an easy and nice way to create a comparison function. And because it's used locally, I really like this syntax here. maybe aside from the decal type, but different story. So this is the same Lambda as before. It compares the ISBN numbers from the two books and returns which one is the greater one, so essentially which string, but different thing. I now have it directly where I use it, which is what I like. And you can also see in the initialization of this map, I don't have to repeat the concrete function that I'm using this with, because I provided everything in need, or the map needs, above inline 25. I say, hey, this is of the type that I have here, and I'm done. Okay, so less code, precise code. This is what I really like, this is what I really enjoy, and I think all the standards in C++11 go straight in this direction. We can reduce the code we have to write. And yeah, maybe the decal type is a thing you don't have too much contact with usually, and that might be something that makes you feel different here in C++20. It's okay, I think, because now I have everything in place, assuming that I don't want to reuse that, but that is also possible with using aliases, so we can create ourselves a nice one here for our stud map if we have different maps with different books and prices. So this is what you can do with lambdas now in C++20. I hope you enjoy it and can use it in certain places to, well, simplify your code. That's it for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Bye bye.